Hello, welcome to Valerian Bay. I'm Suzanne and I'm so pleased that you're here. So today I'm going to tell you 5 different ways to bring more happiness into your life, to improve your life, to make it better, to make you feel more at peace and to make life flow. And it's all from using your own mind. So it's going to be really straightforward, and I suggest that you watch all the way through to get the most out of this. And also subscribe and press the bell icon, because over the next couple of days we're going to have one for how to use your mind, which is today's. We're also going to have one for spiritual activities that are instantly going to improve your life, and we're going to have another one for holistic activities that will instantly improve your life. So by the end of the next couple of days you are going to be sorted. So where are we at first then? So the first one from the mind perspective is to utilise your emotions like they are your best friend. So your emotions are your best friend. And just like any best friend, you wouldn't necessarily do everything that they're telling you to do, but you wouldn't ignore them either. So quite often with emotions, we're either trying to dodge them because they're uncomfortable unless they're happiness or joy, or we're trying to, or we're being ruled by them and we're reacting either with anger or sadness, or, you know, so the two extremes, rather than being in the middle and going, right, this is the emotion I'm having. So the first thing to do is acknowledge what emotion it is that you're experiencing. Acknowledge it, be willing to feel it, be willing to work with it without it owning you. So don't just react, observe it and understand why it's there, because each and every emotion that you have is trying to guide you and support you in alignment with what your boundaries are, what your values are, what your soul wants. So acknowledge them, accept them and work with them. That is the key first step. The next one is accept things as they are, which might sound really unusual, but most of us spend the majority of our lives trying to rationalise or reason our ways around why a certain situation is the way that it is, particularly in relationships. So if somebody isn't speaking to you or isn't engaging with you or is ignoring your text messages, accept that they are doing this. Stop making excuses for them and be willing to acknowledge things the way that they are. If somebody's not being very nice to you, you might be trying to think the best of them and want to think, no, they're probably not doing that. Accept what is actually going on. And it doesn't mean that you're labelling something as good or bad. You're just accepting, oh, maybe this person is actually being a bit selfish without labelling it as good or bad. Maybe this person is hurting from something and lashing out. You know, just accept what is actually going on, because as soon as you accept where you stand in that moment of time, the sooner that you can actually take action to make your life better. So you can only control what is within your gift to control. So that's pretty much in relation to your actions only. The next one is take full responsibility. So this means taking responsibility for you, your actions. If something's going on around you, go, right, how can I actually improve that situation? The sooner you accept responsibility for what you are creating in your world, again, the sooner you can make a change to make it better. It empowers you, it stops you from being a victim. The more empowered you are, the more you can progress through life, the faster you can progress through life, and the faster you can be happier. It puts you in full control of how you feel emotionally, because you can choose to be happier. So if something's making you upset all the time, accept that is the case instead of trying to fight it, and then decide what action you're going to take to make you happier. if there's a scenario around you that's making you feel upset, also consider, is that coming from inside you? So how are you creating this reality that you are in? Is it a learning lesson to give you more self-worth, self-value, self-love by making a choice to step away from it? Are you expecting people to behave in the way that they are behaving towards you at a deep subconscious level? Be truly responsible and stop blaming other people for how you feel. How you feel is completely your responsibility. So if you take that on board, it will support you through your life in a really, really big way. That'll make huge changes. On the back of that, know yourself. So this is the fourth element to this. Know yourself and be honest with yourself. Now that might sound really simple, but it's one of the hardest things in the world to actually be truly honest with yourself about how you feel, about what is really going on, about what you are doing, about what you are creating, and the expectations you have at a deeper level within you and what you want to achieve. So you might find, for example, if you are getting into arguments with people all the time, and you keep going, everybody keeps arguing with me. Well, is it you who is instigating the argumentative behaviour? Are you poking at people to get an argument because it serves something within you? So acknowledge these things without judgment of yourself, because the psyche will do things based on what it thinks is best for you. So at a deeper level, you may be acting in a certain way to either keep you safe, or if you've experienced it in the past with your caregivers, you might think it helps to bring in love. So people can actually go for very unusual situations that aren't particularly positive because they're used to that environment when they were at home. So that's what love looks like to them. So just be totally honest with yourself. And then the fifth element is seek to learn. So based on what I've just said about being honest with yourself, you can then look to learn of how to improve that or how to clear that issue. And that will then change your entire reality. So by learning how to clear limiting beliefs within us, or deep subconscious expectations based on what our childhood was like, or even being willing to learn a new skill. So something completely separate, like if you wanted to start to learn how to play a musical instrument, or you wanted to learn how to, I don't know, make a pot or do something arty, or whatever appeals to you. Be open and willing to learn, because the soul thrives on learning. Learn more about you, learn more about things that interest you, and it'll recreate magic in your life and bring you more happiness and will complete you and just absolutely develop your character and everything at soul level. So those are my top 5 things to do with your mind that will bring you more peace, joy, happiness and better flow through life. Thank you for watching. If you want to work with me as a life coach, just pop on to www.valerianbaycoaching.com. I work with holistic, psychological and spiritual elements within my coaching practices, so that we deal with you at a personal and soul level, mind level and emotional level. And I've also got a lot of experience with how to clear out unwanted behaviours within you or limited beliefs or anything that is preventing you from having your best life, just go to the Get in Touch page, fill in the contacts form, and we can have a free conversation about how I can support you in your life to make it better in all ways. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.